How's it going, everyone? We're back again with another episode of Flix Friyay, and this week we're going to be talking about Assassination Nation. Now, is it a good movie? Is it worth your time? That's what we're going to be getting into today. So before we do that, go ahead, do me a favor, smack that like button, hit subscribe, and ding the notification bell if you want to be notified of when my videos are uploaded right as they're uploaded. So without further ado, let's get into it. So starting off with the pros, the biggest pro is honestly the cinematography. It's very artsy, very unique. It has some really cool shots that I haven't really seen many other films use. And so the camera work is really, really good here. The other pro is the last, I'd say, maybe 20-ish minutes of the movie where it's just balls to the wall, action-packed. It's basically The Purge, essentially. And those are some great 20 minutes because it's just mindless action. Then another pro is going to be the principal, played by Idris Elba, I believe his name is, from Fear the Walking Dead and some other stuff. And his scenes were really good, both of his major scenes. Definitely, I would say, highlights of the movie, and really the only two parts of the first half of the movie that, or the first part of the movie that really, made me interested in it. I'll get into that a little bit more in the cons section, but another pro was, my girlfriend pointed out, the town is named Salem, and it's like these four girls and they're being hunted by this whole town. I mean, not spoilers, that's, you know that from the trailer, but that's basically, these four girls are being hunted by everyone in this town. You know, they think that she spread all this, information, hacked their accounts and junk. It's kind of a play on words, we thought, like Salem with the Salem witch hunts and that sort of thing. So that was pretty good, I thought. And then another pro, the ending. The ending is really, really good. It's really funny, really self-aware. Honestly, probably the best part of the movie for me, hands down. And I think my girlfriend too, because we were both laughing out loud at it. It's ridiculous and very self-aware at how kind of stupid the movie is. And so that kind of wraps it up for my pros. There honestly weren't many, so let's hop into the cons now. For the cons, it felt like it was two separate movies, honestly. The first part was not, there was no action. The girls weren't being hunted, so it wasn't like a Purge movie or anything like that. And it was trying to take itself seriously by having this social commentary on, people sharing stuff on the internet or just having things on their phone or emails or texts that, they wouldn't want to get out there, but with the internet, nothing's really private anymore. And when it does get out there, then, all hell breaks loose, according to this movie. And that social commentary doesn't really work, I think. That's where the pro with the principal came in. Those were the only parts where the social commentary worked from me and my girlfriend's perspective. The rest of the time, it just felt kind of dumb. And paired with the cinematography that was really kind of art house style, it felt like the screenwriter thought that they had this really amazing, unique, creative idea, and the camera work shows it like it's unique and creative. It's just not. It's not very good. It's kind of lame. It honestly, this first part could have been a short film on YouTube or something that someone made, and I mean, that's where it should have been. It shouldn't have been made into a full-length movie. And paired with the cinematography that makes it kind of seem like they thought, oh, well, this is deep. This is deep stuff, and we're going to blow some minds here. It's just ridiculous. And it it didn't sell me or my girlfriend at all that this was a deep film. Very kind of self-indulgent, I guess you would say. And yeah, I mean, the cinematography, as good as it was, kind of made it worse because, again, it made it seem like the makers of this movie were like, we have something so deep. And it's like, no, you really don't. It's not that deep. And along with that, since the second part of the movie, or like the last 20, 30 minutes, I think I have written down, is like the balls to the wall action, just mindless violence, and like the purge sort of thing. That was a lot better fitting for this movie, I think. Like, that was really when me and my girlfriend were way more engaged than the first part. It was like night and day, and it feels like it's two movies. So that wasn't too good, I thought. I'm not sure why they didn't just go all in on the action and the ridiculousness, because that worked. That worked with the premise of this movie. The pseudo deep, like, art house stuff did not work at all. I think they should have taken it in that direction instead, in the more action direction. Also, lastly, the characters were not good. They were crap, honestly. They were completely unmemorable. The only character name that me or my girlfriend could remember was Bex, because they kept saying it over and over and over again, and they have like text message bubbles pop up, and she's pretty much always the one texting, so it always says Bex. So that's the only character name we could remember the entire movie. None of them are good, none of them are likable, none of them are memorable. So with all that being said, I'm going to round this review out. I'm going to give it a 4. It's a 4 out of 10. It's not a terrible movie because it does have that really funny ending, and the action at the last 20 or so minutes is entertaining, but it's below average, sadly. It falls below that line. Yeah, this is a 4 out of 10. It's not great. It's on Hulu if you want to check it out, but I would recommend watching some other movies on Hulu before you watch this one. In fact, I have some other Hulu reviews. I recently did Palm Springs, so if you haven't seen that one, I recommend checking that review out and then watching that on Hulu instead, because I'm just gonna spoil, I guess, my thoughts on that movie. It was better than this crap. With all that wrapped up, go ahead, do me a favor, like, subscribe, make sure to comment if you've seen this movie and, you know, what your thoughts on the film were. Also, what some of the movies you guys would want me to review would be. That's definitely helpful. And ding the notification bell if you want to be notified of when my videos come out, as soon as they come out. And I'll see you guys next time.